Hello everyone, my name is Danielle and I'm a museum educator at the Cummer Museum of Art and Gardens. At the museum, we have lots of wonderful artworks like paintings and sculptures. Some are thousands of years old, while others are even younger than you. We also have 3 beautiful gardens filled with trees, flowers, and outdoor artwork. And we're right next to the St. Johns River, so we hope you can visit us on a sunny day soon. To jump right in, we'll be exploring the elements of art through the art and gardens at the Cummer Museum. Now, whenever you see the Cummer C pop up onto your screen, pause your video for at least 15 seconds. This will help give you time to think about your observations and share them out loud. Once you've shared your thoughts, press play and resume the video. As you might already know, there are 7 elements of art. What do you think the 7 elements of art are? That's right. The 7 elements of art are color, line, shape, form, value, texture, and space. In this video, we'll be focusing on the element of color. Let's take a look. This is a painting called Light Squares by artist Trevor Bell. First, take 10 to 15 seconds, or more if you'd like, to look closely at the artwork. What do you notice? Take your time and pay attention to what you see. You can keep your ideas to yourself, or if you're with your family, siblings, or classroom, share what you noticed with others. Did anyone say they noticed color? That's true. This artwork has many colors. Now, you might have seen something called the color wheel before. Let's use this artwork to begin exploring it. Here's a blank color wheel. We'll fill this in as we find the colors in this painting. First, we'll start with the 3 primary colors: red, yellow, and blue. Take a moment to look closely at this painting again. What colors do you notice? Are the primary colors in this painting? Where do you see them? How would you describe them? Great job! These colors are very bright too. Now, going back to the color wheel, we'll move on to the 3 secondary colors: orange, purple, and green. We create secondary colors by mixing 2 primary colors together. Which 2 primary colors do you think make orange? Right, red and yellow. Which 2 primary colors do you think make purple? You got it, red and blue. How about green? Which primary colors do you think make green? Correct, blue and yellow. Let's take a look. Find some secondary colors in our painting. Which secondary colors do you see? Where do you see them? How would you describe them? Take another moment to look closer. Awesome job! The secondary colors can be more challenging to spot in this painting, but they're definitely there. Let's look up close. Look for the places where the colors look blended. That's what happens when colors mix together. So far, we've explored primary and secondary colors and how blending primary colors creates secondary colors. But what other ways can we describe color? Well, one of the ways we can describe color is whether they are cool or warm. Of the colors on the screen, which of these colors would you say is warm? And why do you say that? Red, orange, and yellow are warm colors. They might remind us of a sunny day, or a hot bowl of tomato soup, or a toasty fireplace. What are some of your favorite warm-colored things? The opposite of warm is cool. Which colors do you think are cool? And I'm not talking about colors wearing sunglasses, driving a fancy car with the windows down. Which colors do you think are cool? And why do you say that? Blue, green, and purple are cool colors. They remind us of a refreshing dip in the water or a delicious berry smoothie. What are some of your favorite cool colored things? I was around snow once, and that was quite cool. Let's take a moment and look at the painting again. How do you feel when you look at it? Warm or cool? And why do you say that? Awesome job! Let's look at another work of art in the museum to explore color a bit further. This artwork is called Magnetic Fields by artist Mildred Thompson. What colors do you see? Great observations! Let's use what we learned about colors to figure out what mood magnetic fields create. Now, mood is the general atmosphere or state of mind or feelings that an artwork creates. How would you describe the mood of this painting? How would you describe your mood while you look at this painting? Now, if this painting were a type of music, what genre would it be? And can you think of a song that you like that would go with this painting? Well, put on the song. Listen to that song while you look at this artwork. What do you think? Are you getting your groove on? Hello? Hello? Oh, you must be putting on your dancing pants. I'll wait till you get back. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed our mini dance party. Now, before we head to the gardens, I have one last question to ask you. What does this painting look like to you? This artwork is called Magnetic Fields, but I'm more curious about what you think. There are no wrong answers, because you can explain your answers using the details you see in front of you. So what does it look like to you? What other title would you give this artwork? And why did you choose that name? Could it be a hurricane? Or a cupcake with sprinkles? Maybe a traffic jam? The possibilities are endless. Wonderful job, and I loved your ideas. Now, let's head outside to our beautiful historic gardens and see what colors we can find. Of course, colors are everywhere in nature. Out in the gardens at the Cummer Museum, there's a great diversity of flowers, bushes, and trees. What are all the colors you see? Where are the warm colors? And where are the cool colors? Thank you for joining me and participating in this lesson about the element of color in art. Before we part ways, I encourage you to think like an artist and look around you. So, let's try something together. Name as many warm colored items in the room you're in as you can. What are they? Now, name as many cool colored items in the room you're in as you can. What are they? And here's a quick scavenger hunt that you could do after you watch this video. Find one item for each color on the color wheel, and then arrange them in a circle as your own color wheel. And here's a tip. Find objects that are one solid color. And when you're finished, share a picture of your homemade color wheel with us by tagging us on social media at Cummer Museum and the hashtags Cummer at Home, hashtag Color Search, and hashtag Art Education. What might you be inspired to create with your favorite colors? Have a wonderful day, everyone. This is Danielle, and I'll see you next time.